Welcome to another video of Test Garage. Today we'll be doing a brake job for a 2013 Subaru BRZ. We'll be putting on some Bosch brake rotors and pads as well. So stay tuned and check it out. So these are the Bosch the premium disc brake rotors. This is for the front, and this one is for the rear. And what you can notice, these are coated. And some of the rotors you buy, you have to actually put some brake dust cleaners to clean some of the oil from it. But these, out of the box, you don't have to do them. So these are the Bosch Quiet Cast brake pads. These are for the front and these are for the rear. They're premium brake disc pads, so what it means is like they're not gonna make that squeaky sound that regular cheap discs brake pads make. Alright, in today's job, Billy will be helping us.
What's up, guys?
And for the lock key, what Billy told me before too, you gotta make sure it's actually in there. So put it in, move it around, make sure it's locked. Once you know it's locked in, because you don't want to strip it. And then that's how you take it off. So after you remove the tires, what you're gonna do is move the caliper bolts, which is located right up here. There's one over here, and there's another one that's right up here at the bottom. So once you loosen those out, the brake pad should be easy to come off. And if you can, try to use gloves, or otherwise your hands are gonna get dirty. That's how you take it off. So as you can see, this brake pad that I took it off from the BRZ, you can still tell there's a 50% life to it. And how you can tell is the depth in here up to like where it ends. So I should have been good for another couple of months, but since I bought these new Bosch brake pad Quiet Cast, I'm just gonna put these on. And when I was observing, I noticed this one, the brake ends all the way up here and the Bosch doesn't. We'll see how it performs once I drive, so just find out, check it out. This is the brake bracket, and this is the caliper, so the bracket has to come off in order to get to the rotor. So this bolt is really stubborn. You see how much pressure I had to put in order to loosen it out. Sometimes if a bolt is really stubborn, doesn't come out, what tend to work for me, putting like a little bit of WD-40 or brake dust. Those fluid usually, what it does is kind of loosen out the rust and the corrosion that's built around the bolt, and it should come right off. So guys, what Billy showed me right now, you could actually put one of these little hangers that holds the brake caliper, so that way it's not resting anywhere, as you could see, and you could put it on the springs, and it holds it nice and sturdy into place while you hammer off the rotors. And now I put the lug nuts because you want to be always safe, and once you hammer it down, you don't want this flying off on your toes or your foot, or God forbids anywhere. But since I put the lug nut, now if I hammer it, if it falls off, it's just gonna stay there. So let's check it out. Yep. Now you can tell once it's a little wiggling, it's loose. that's how you take it out. Another pro tip, guys, once you take these brackets off, where you see a corrosion where there's this pad kind of rests on, you have to clean it off, because when you clean it off, it will have a good fit, and you just want to get all that corrosion out of there. So you could use any type of brush made out of like a metal, and you could just scrape it off just like this, and make sure you get you see all that dirt coming off, just like that. Hey guys, when I bought these rotors earlier, I had a little confusion. The great thing about Bosch is when you buy them, the part number you can tell if they're for the rear or front. This one, it kind of points the arrows for the front, so it already kind of tells the person where those rotors are for. So, which is kind of nice that Bosch did that. Other than that, if not, then I had to kind of look it up online, which would take some time. So these are coated. You don't have to put any kind of, chemical to clean them off. You just put them right in. Once you put them right in, put a lug nut so they don't move. It's a nice sturdy there. Yeah, sometimes they don't go smooth. You just gotta keep spinning and spinning and spinning. So once it's there, nice and sturdy, now I gotta put in the bracket. These caliper brackets. So sometimes you gotta kind of wiggle it in. I put the bottom one because it was a lot easier than the top one. The top one, make sure wear a glove because some of these brackets are kind of sharp. I did poke myself a couple times. Your hands don't get dirty as my hands are. But yeah, you could try to feel it in there. And use a ratchet. Make your life easier, guys. Lifesaver. You have to like really tighten that up. It does come with washers, and the washers were already on, so I don't have to move them. And once you use your ratchet to kind of get them as tight as possible, then you want to use a bigger. Now what I'm trying to do is make sure they're more tightened up. So hey guys, what ended up being, Billy kind of validated this with me. These rotors I bought from eBay, when I put the specific model, it said it fits the BRZ, but what it ended up to be, my old ones are bigger compared to the new ones. The new ones are small, so the brake pads are kind of like, comes off the edge. This is way smaller compared to this. So what I have to do is actually, unfortunately, take these rotors back off and try to get a bigger size. And the pads are still fine, but since I'm doing that, I'm just gonna wait until I get the new rotors, then I'm gonna put the pads on. So I'm sorry for my viewers there, but I still showed you how to take off the brake, so you all overall have understanding how to take it off. But if you have the right parts, go ahead and put it on, because that will work for you. My mistake was I bought the wrong part, and it happens sometimes in car business. But the good thing is Billy kind of checked it. This doesn't come with my experience. He has a lot of experience, and if me, I would have still put it on and drove it. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off and put the old one back in, but it's fairly same process for all the sides.